This is Entrepreneurship. We get a message on the website. They call that the university is closed, and some people will say when you're closed, and that's it, but not us. So I'd like to, we have a lot of people to thank. First, thank all of you for coming. Thank the Michael Schimmel Center staff for coming in and making things happen, and everyone else. And what I'd like to do is just give a short presentation on PACE, the University of Leuven School, and entrepreneurship. And then I'll introduce Mr. Orick, and he'll give the keynote speech. And then what we'll do is we'll take a short break. Again, I think it's good to keep things moving so we could get through and everything and get back. But what we'll do for the, instead of having the 8 separate panel sessions throughout the university, because the university is closed and people aren't here, is we'll have the panelists, we'll set up a dozen or so chairs, like an arch up on stage, and the panelists, and we're going to present in 8 separate panels, will present to everyone here, and the panelists will make a pitch of a panel discussion, so everyone could say who they are, a bit of a thing, and what their main thing that they'd like to impart among everyone here. And then we'll have some time for a question and answer period, and then we'll move on to the pitch contest. And if those people, are here to pitch, be sure to check in with me. We'll get that scheduled. We'll have the pitch contest. I'll have some food, and we'll go. But if I thought it would be good to just give a little overview of the contest and an introduction. First, as last year with the inaugural contest, it's exclusively sponsored by JP Morgan Chase, and JP Morgan Chase has been great to PACE. They're the largest corporate sponsor of the university. They're also the largest employer of our alumni. Last Friday we had the alumni luncheon at Chase's headquarters on the 60th floor and raised $400,000 for scholarships. And it's just great that they've been so supportive. In addition, we've got some support, the Wilson Center for Social Entrepreneurship, and SCI Squared, our incubator, as well as the Leuven School Dean also provided support. It's presented by Entrepreneurship at Leuven in association with the Wilson Center for Social Entrepreneurship, a new center that we have, and the panelist, Rob Johnson, will say a bit about that. Second Century Innovation Ideas, our incubator, and Victor Goldsmith will be on the panel and speak a little bit about that. The PACE Association for Collegiate Entrepreneurs, that's our undergraduate entrepreneurship club. We have a club in New York City as well as in Pleasantville, and they're well represented here by the polo shirts at the PACE Pitch Contest, so ask them for any way they can help. As well as the Leuven Graduate Society, which is the main club for all the graduate students. So from the undergraduate club, we have Dane DeCimino as the founding president, Travis Scalia, the president of the Westchester Club, and the president of the New York Club, Sam Sun, and the Leuven Graduate Society president is here, Sid, who is checking everyone in, Sid Bhattacharya. I'd like to give a very special thanks to the Department of Communications and External Relations, headed by Barbara Rose Aglietti, and the staff last night, Eve, and tomorrow we're scrambling on their hands and knees to put together the badges. And the first call I got this morning was their staff, and what can we do to make everything happen? So I really want to thank them. And that was in here before the snowstorm. The agenda, obviously the 1:30, 1:50 registration, we're going to hear the keynote. As I said, for the breakout sessions, we'll have that all right here. It'll be nice. We'll take a short break and then go into the pitch contest. And we've got some great pitches. There's a program with a summary of everything, and also if you go online at pace.edu/pitch, you can read everyone's bio, everyone's pitch, etc. And then we'll have an awards ceremony and a brief reception. The breakout sessions, or the areas that we will be covering, but all together, is angel investors and venture capital, banking and finance, legal issues and intellectual property, life as an entrepreneur, marketing and branding, the press and publicity, small business services, and social entrepreneurship. These were sessions that not only were students interested in, but people that were really just committed, that said, when I called and asked, would you be willing to participate, you know, for the students, everyone was just very, very positive, and it's really nice to see. So I'd like to thank them. And the panelists and judges, I'd just like to recognize that Mark Angel, account executive at Prime Media, also a PACE alum, Warren Biblick, the senior vice president of Prime Media, Michael DeBernardis from JP Morgan Chase, Bill Fontana, who's the manager of the incubator, John Fox, who's the president and co-founder of Homeland Energy, the first company in our incubator, and someone I have the pleasure of working with at a boutique private investment firm in Midtown. Dr. Victor Goldsmith, who's the Associate Provost of Sponsored Research and Economic Development, as well as the Executive Director of the Incubator. Lori Koberman, a partner at Brown Raisman, who I serve on the Board of Directors of the MIT Enterprise Forum with. Rob Johnson, the Executive Director of the Wilson Center for Social Entrepreneurship. Peter Cash, Chairman of Two Rivers Group Holdings, an author, also a PACE alum. Alice Korngold, the author of Leveraging Goodwill. Jeff Lewis, the editorial director of Prime Media. Regina Liam, founder and president of Financial Comfort, also a PACE alum. Cynthia Mazarski, the president of CWM Marketing Group, who's going to serve as a judge. David Orrick, the founder and chairman of Orrick Corporation. And by the way, these are in alphabetical order. Robert Ortiz, the program director of Students in Free Enterprise, the largest student organization in the world, which PACE has a chapter. We entered in one Rookie Team of the Year last year at the regional competition here in New York City. Douglas Palumbo from JP Morgan Chase, Larry Pearlstein, the Ombudsman for Gartner, Charles Ryan, VP and Marketing Manager for JP Morgan Chase, who was instrumental in help getting the sponsorship and the inaugural contest going, and I'm very happy to say was in several classes with me, entrepreneurship class. Jim Sharp, Vice President of the Gerson Lehrman Group. Jose Cervantes, the District Director of the Small Business Administration. And we have a table here with literature from the SBA. Lorianne Wardy, President and CEO of Pebble Alley. The way it was going to work with all of the breakout sessions, we were going to have a faculty representative at each of them to be kind of a moderator. And I'd just like to thank those people for volunteering. Roles may be slightly different, but everyone, we brought in people from the associate, it's now the Ivan G. Seidenberg School. The chairman and CEO of Verizon, Ivan Seidenberg, is a PACE alum and just gave $15 million to the school, and they renamed it Computer Science and Information School. Dr. Bandari, Dr. Bukhar, Dr. Cardone, Dr. Eisner, Dr. Isaac will be here, Dr. Rahman, and Dr. Winston. A little bit about PACE University while you're here, especially because a lot of people may not be from PACE, so I just wanted to throw out a few facts and figures. You're welcome to guess what each of these numbers are. We have 6 schools. How about 100? We got 100 majors. 1,000? Faculty members. How about 3,000? Number of courses. 14,000. Students. 100,000? Good. 84 million? Very good. 260 million. The operating budget. And there's your 100. PACE is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. A little bit about the Lubin School of Business. U.S. News & World Report ranks Lubin's undergraduate program among the top 50 university business programs in the country. On the graduate side, U.S. News & World Report ranks Lubin's part-time MBA program 17th nationwide, 2nd in New York State, 1st in Westchester County. Entrepreneur Magazine ranked PACE and its Lubin School as one of the top 100 entrepreneurship schools nationwide for all 3 years of their survey. That's top 100 national, top 50 regional. And the school is accredited by the AACSB, the premier accrediting agency, since 1996, and we just got our recertification. A little bit about entrepreneurship. PACE's motto is opportunitas, and I believe that nothing is more synonymous with opportunity than entrepreneurship. While at its heart, entrepreneurship is a way of thinking, many of the underlying principles, such as the ability to create something new and meaningful by identifying and exploiting new opportunities, can be taught. These are critical skills in today's hyper-competitive marketplace where rapid technological innovation and globalization has led to corporate downsizing and a dramatic increase in entrepreneurial activity. Some facts and figures about the entrepreneurship, and no guessing. The entrepreneurship program here at PACE was actually founded in 1982. It's about to celebrate its 25th anniversary. Of the 1,000+ entrepreneurship programs around the nation, there's only 35 that were founded before PACE's. Peter Drucker, in his book Innovation and Entrepreneurship, which was published in 1985, cited Pace University among the nation's entrepreneurial universities, and specifically cited Dr. Edward Mortola, the president. Again, it's ranked among the top 100 colleges and universities, all 3 years of the survey, and there are over 1,000 self-described owner-entrepreneur alumni. Parts of the entrepreneurship program, we have the Center for Cooperative Education has been placing people in entrepreneurial firms. They got a special grant after the tragedy of September 11th where PACE students helped small businesses recover. The Small Business Development Center at PACE is the second largest in the state. We have an Entrepreneur in Residence program, which David Orrick was the Entrepreneur in Residence at our Pleasantville campus 2 years ago and came back yesterday to be the Entrepreneur in Residence, and all day yesterday from a lunch to meeting undergraduates to student leaders to lectures for undergraduates and graduates. And you're going to hear about the incredible things they've done in New Orleans. But this morning when I called and I said, Mr. Orrick, sure, of course. He was no problem at all. It's just great, and we're really pleased to have him here. The entrepreneurial internships, we have a grant and we've placed people for internships. Again, we have the incubator, SEI Square, which has facilities downtown here at 163 William Street, as well as up in Yonkers, the student clubs, the Students in Free Enterprise, the Wilson Center, the business plan competition, and of course the pitch contest and entrepreneurship conference. This was going to direct you where to go to enjoy the sessions. So what I would like to do is introduce David Orrick, who I'm sure you've all seen it, and not just today. Again, it's just such a privilege to have him here. He gave up a lot of time, and on a second time, I've been reading, and I'm not going to do a long introduction, but after the hurricane, I've just been reading and hearing so much about what they've done for New Orleans, for their employees, for the people of the town, and I just think it's a great, great testament to someone who is committed to manufacturing high-quality products in the United States of America. Without further ado, I'd like to call Mr. David Orrick up.